Ken Jennings has shared an inconsistency on Jeopardy that dates back to the 1980s. The host posted a behind-the-scenes photo and an explanation, which could mean the show's landmark 10,000th episode is not all that it seems. The picture shows a flat-screen TV mounted on a wall, displaying the words "Current Jeopardy! Episode count, 9,412. Around it were photos of the Clue crew, announcer Johnny Gilbert, and other team members, as well as awards the game show has won. The Clue crew, introduced in 2001, was a team of correspondents who traveled around the world to narrate clues in front of landmarks. Underneath, Jennings posted a message that explains what the photo was all about. Boring at Jeopardy trivia. The official production numbers of the shows do not match the actual count, due to a 1980s era numbering inconsistency. Jennings wrote on Instagram on November 8. For example, today we taped our 9,412th show, which was officially show number 9,478. Luckily, we have the official Current Jeopardy! Episode count screen to keep us honest. Thank you, screen. One fan explained that 65 episodes that were rerun in the summer of 1985 were counted as new episodes. So the official count is off. Fans reacted to the fact, "My OCD would be so mad every day." One fan commented. Another asked if anything was going to get changed for the 10,000th episode, which will be coming up in a couple of years, as the number are clearly going to be out, based on actual new episodes. Throughout its over 9,412 episodes, the game show has had three main hosts: Art Fleming from 1964 to 1979, Alex Trebek from 1984 until his death in 2020, and Jennings, who started in 2021. Jennings first co-hosted with mayim Bialik until 2023, when the network let her go. Former Jeopardy! Producer Mike Richards was the host for 1 week in 2021. Johnny Gilbert has been the announcer since 1984. Before him were Don Pardo and John Harlan. For decades, Jeopardy! Has been synonymous with precision, precise clues, precise timing, precise rulings, and precise performances from contestants who entered the iconic studio, with hopes of writing their name in the show's history books. But even in the most polished productions, there are moments that expose the humanity behind the curtain. This week, Ken Jennings' beloved host, former champion, and now the face of the franchise surprised fans by revealing a surprising, behind-the-scenes inconsistency that stirred up equal parts humor, curiosity, and nostalgia among the Jeopardy! Faithful. The revelation came tucked inside what seemed like a simple social media post, a behind-the-scenes photo of Ken standing near the contestant podiums. At first glance, it looked like an ordinary snapshot from a day of filming. Ken smiling politely, the board behind him partially lit, camera crews scattered around preparing for the next game. But the caption caught fans off guard. Even on Jeopardy! Sometimes things aren't as consistent as they look on TV, Ken wrote. Caught this little discrepancy today. Thought the eagle-eyed fans might appreciate it. That was all it took. Within minutes, fans zoomed into the photo, scanned every pixel, and began to speculate. What inconsistency? What did Ken notice that the millions of daily viewers never see? And what does it tell us about the rhythms of producing America's favorite game show? It didn't take long for the truth to circulate. The behind-the-scenes shot revealed. Mismatched contestants screened something that could never happen during an actual game taping. In the picture, one contestant's name was fully displayed in crisp, white, digital letters. Another's screen was frozen mid-calibration with a series of dots. And the third podium wasn't displaying anything at all. For longtime viewers who associate the podiums with the structure and order of the game, the irregularity looked almost comical. Ken confirmed it in a follow-up comment. The podiums go through a calibration process between games, and sometimes they're all doing different things at the same time. It looks pretty funny in person. Fans reacted with delight. Many responded with laughing emojis. Some shared screenshots from past episodes where minor, easily missed inconsistencies had been spotted. Contestants' names slightly off, faint smudges on podium screens, and in one rare episode, a contestant's score briefly glitching before being corrected. But Ken's disclosure was more than just a fun tidbit. It pulled back the curtain on the meticulous choreography that goes into making Jeopardy! Look seamless for millions of viewers. Every light cue, buzzer, score adjustment, camera angle, and screen display is part of a highly synchronized routine that must be flawless once the cameras roll. In those brief minutes between games when contestants rotate, podiums reset, and crews move at lightning speed, things may not always look perfect. And that's exactly what Ken hoped viewers would appreciate. It's organized chaos, Ken wrote. but somehow it all comes together right on time. Crew members have always described Jeopardy tapings as a finely tuned machine. A typical taping day involves shooting 5 full episodes in rapid succession. Contestants are shuffled in and out, the board is reset, the lighting is adjusted, and the podium screens are refreshed often within just a few minutes. During these transitions, producers, writers, stagehands, and audio engineers all have their roles to play. The result is a show that manages to make even its most complex processes appear effortless. Ken's photo reminded fans that even the smoothest productions rely on a little behind-the-scenes magic and, sometimes, a little behind-the-scenes missinzas, within hours of the post going viral. Ken elaborated in an interview clip shared on the show's official channels. He explained that inconsistencies like the one in the photo are normal and completely harmless. The calibration process ensures that everything is aligned, functional, and fair before the next group of contestants steps on stage. If anything is slightly off even by a millisecond, gets fixed on the spot. Fairness is everything on Jeopardy. Ken said, a contestant's score or buzzer timing can't be affected by a technical glitch. So these inconsistencies you see in setup, that's us making sure everything is perfect before the game starts. It also made fans reflect on a reality they rarely consider: the human effort behind every frame of the show. While hosts and contestants are the faces viewers recognize, an entire team works tirelessly behind the scenes to preserve Jeopardy's integrity. Minor inconsistencies, whether in a photo or a fleeting moment during set, serve as reminders that even this legendary institution is built on real people working together. Interestingly, some fans wondered if past hosts, most notably Alex Trebek, pointed out similar behind-the-scenes quirks. Several longtime viewers commented that Alex occasionally joked during commercial breaks about technology behaving badly or podiums having mood swings. Ken's lightheartedness about the inconsistency felt like a natural continuation of Alex's wit and warmth. The photo also sparked a wave of nostalgia. Older fans reminisced about the early days of the show, when screens weren't digital at all. Contestants' names used to be printed and physically inserted. Scoreboards were manually updated using lights, and the production team had far fewer digital elements to worry about, but far more physical pieces that needed careful coordination. One fan wrote, "Back then the inconsistencies were things like the score lights flickering or a name card sliding a little. Now it's digital stuff. Same idea, different century." Ken responded with a simple, "Exactly. Every era has its own little quirks." As the discussion grew, people expressed appreciation for Ken himself. His transparency, humor, and connection with fans have earned him tremendous goodwill. Some said that posts like this make him feel not just like a host, but like a steward of the show's legacy. Others noted how rare it is for a game show host to peel back the production curtain and share imperfections so openly. It's that combination of authenticity and respect for the show's tradition that has helped Ken settle so comfortably into a role once held by the irreplaceable Alex Trebek. While comparing hosts is always difficult, moments like this remind fans that Ken honors the spirit of the show, not by trying to be Alex, but by being genuinely himself. By the end of the day, the inconsistency Ken disclosed had already become a wholesome, amusing footnote in Jeopardy history. What began as a small detail in a behind-the-scenes photo turned into a celebration of the complexity and charm of the show fans love so deeply. It was a reminder that even a show built on knowledge and precision has moments of light-hearted imperfection. And thanks to Ken Jennings' willingness to share it, fans felt a little closer to the magic that happens behind the iconic blue board. After all, in a world that often feels chaotic, sometimes it's comforting to know that even Jeopardy, the gold standard of consistency, has its imperfect moments too.